Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Ochoa, and today you'll be learning about surveys. I know you guys are excited.
Aww.
Come on, guys. I promise I won't bore you too much, and I'll be real quick. So go ahead and get comfy because we're about to get started. Before I begin, I hope everyone knows what a survey is. No? Well, I guess that's why you're here. Let's pull up the definition. Oh, here it is. A survey is a method of gathering information using relevant questions from a sample of people with an aim of understanding the population as a whole. So, researchers tend to use surveys when they can't necessarily ask everyone in that population questions individually. So, now that we got the definition out of the way, let's get into the juicy stuff. I'm going to teach you how to design a successful survey. You'll know that you have made a successful survey when your data is good and accurately represents the population you are studying as a whole. The trick into having a successful survey is building a good structure. That might seem a little daunting, but lucky for you, I'm going to help you achieve a good structured survey in 3 simple steps.
Yay!
So, your first step in creating a successful survey is determining what questions you're going to ask your participants. But before you get to actually building these questions, you need to clarify your variables. An example I have for this is, let's say you want to determine how social media usage affects young people's willingness to vote. Here, you need to clearly define what is considered as social media usage and who do you consider as young people. With a clear definition of your variables, you now need to assess what questions will measure these variables. With good questions, you'll be able to gather good data. Then you can move on to the next step. The next step should be determining who will you ask the questions to. To accurately do this, you must first clarify your population. For the example I gave earlier, the population I would be studying would be voters between the ages of 18 and 28. When you have a clear definition of your population, you can choose a smaller sample through either probability sampling or non-probability sampling. We will get to the difference between the two in the next course. For the final step, ask yourself, how will you administer the survey? Each survey is unique, but it all depends on the time, money, and resources you have. There are 4 different methods you could choose from. Face-to-face surveying. This involves physically interviewing the respondent. The second method you could choose is mailed surveys. This involves mailing a survey to the sample households. The third method would be phone surveys. This is when you continuously call respondents for responses. Last, and I will say the most common survey method, would be online surveys, where the respondent digitally completes the survey. Well, that's surveying. But before you go, I must warn you about bias.
No!
A biased survey leads to bad data, which is a waste of time, but you can avoid it by being specific, representative, and involved. Now you have all the tools to create the best survey. Go try it for yourself and let me know what you think.